Hey guys, I'm out here in a hayfield. We got windrows all rigged up and we're gonna be baling this evening. So this is our last evening of baling for third cutting. So we'll get everything fired up here. And get rolling. Okay, I got the field opened up. We're rolling. It's not a very big windrow. We're going about 8 miles an hour. There's that field right there. That's the next field I go to. That's about 11 acres. This is about 22. So we got 33 acres here, and then about 25 or so over there. Got a wheel line right there I have to move here in a few passes. So I'm coming up alongside this wheel line here. I'm gonna cut or go up this pass. I'll skip this one, this windrow it's on, and I'll go to the next one, and then I'll drive down. When I get to the mover here, I'll stop, and then I'll roll it back to where I've already baled. Then I can get that one. Okay, just got to the mover. That's what we call this because it moves the wheel line. It's really high. Okay, so come in here. It's just a little motor. And first nice step so you can ride on it. And just push this lever. Don't want to hit the valves down there. That's good enough. There we go. Get back to baling. Okay. So we're running about 15% moisture. Now it's at 17%. That's what the baler's reading that the hay is at. So it gets much higher than 15. It kicks on the preservative. You can see that right there. The 1.05, that's how much preservative it's putting out. The preservative's in that yellow tank on the back. It runs out through some nozzles down by the header. And it puts that on and keeps the hay from going bad when you bale when it's a little bit wetter or greener. So see, now it's using it right there. But coming up on the end here. Swing around. auto steer. Oh, that is not centered. Have to center my GPS line, and then it goes. Anyways, we got a few passes, and then there's another wheel line over there I gotta move. But we're going pretty quick. I'd say we're over halfway at this point. My bale count is at 29 bales. The last bale was 1,500 pounds. So that's more, this screen's mainly bale information. And then this has, that's all moisture stuff. So, anyways, this field's kind of rough. For the camera, it seems like, anyway. Moving the other wheel line. Only got 3 passes left. I want to hit that bale that's down there. So I got to pass him on. I got 2 passes left. And then we'll head to the next field. I sure think that that thing looks nice. It's not even shined up. It's got a lot of lights. That definitely isn't something that you complain about. Okay, coming up to the end of my last pass here. Just had another bale. And I'm not going to worry about shutting it off or anything. It's just a short drive. This is a nice field. It's got really long runs, and it's not very wide. That is the best kind of field. Well, the best kind of field is a giant one, because one of the slowest parts about little fields, or about doing anything in a field, is doing the ends. And when you have a bunch of little fields, you're doing a bunch of ends. But if it's just a one big field, and you just do the ends once, and then you can just get going, and long runs, because turning around also adds into that time. So, this field wasn't bad. You don't have to do much turning, at least. This next one has pretty long runs as well. So, just come down in here. I'm gonna use the hydraulic here to lift the header up a little bit. Oh, it gets mad when I do that, so I can't lift it up very high. It doesn't like to be lifted up while it's running. So, we're just gonna take it easy. Watch. Make sure it doesn't dig into the ground. I also try to get this lined up, put this hydraulic back in float, that sets the header down, and we're good to get going again. right here. See the wheel line? There's only one wheel line in this field, which is good. And we have to stop once. So, anyways, we'll get this opened up and get going. Okay, guys, so I'm in this little field here. It's this 11-acre field. Last night I got rolling in this one after finishing that one there, and it got too wet. The dew set in, so we're just getting back to it now. My dad ended up baling the other field that we had to do, so all that's left is just to finish this. And you can see it is saying that it's a little bit wet on the monitor, but you can go off that pressure up there as well. And the higher the pressure, the drier it is. It takes more pressure to bale wetter hay. So I know it is using some preservative right now. I might make another pass. If it still looks the same, I'll get out and probe it. We have a probe that we use. And then if it looks dry enough where I don't need to have that on auto, because sometimes the baler reads differently. So if I don't need to have it on auto where it's running preservative, I'll just shut all that off. So we'll go a little more here, and then maybe might end up getting out and probing a little bit. So I just got out and probed. That's what this is. You stab it and then push this button and it tells you the moisture. I think I'm going to leave the preservative system on. It puts on automatically as it senses wetter material going through. But sometimes it reads higher, or all the time it reads higher, so it thinks it's wetter when it's actually not. So it could be applying it when it's not needed. But it's up and down throughout here, so I think I'm just going to leave it in auto instead of just shutting it off. So then we'll finish this up. Okay, here I am on my last pass. It's only a half pass. This is where up here we pulled out of the field because it was too green. And so we just got to come right up here. And then we're done. This is it for third cutting. There we go. And now, oh, look at that, it dropped the bale. So that means I don't have to worry about going and kicking it out. Although maybe we'll go and lift up the chute. Then it takes up less room in the shop. Okay. And that's not even gonna, that's actually not gonna close. Never mind. Okay, well, that's gonna be it for this video. That's it for third cutting hay. Just get these bales off using the stacker wagon's right over there. He's just stacking off of the other field. So anyways, thanks for watching.